Chinese President Xi Jinping has visited state visit to North Korea. This state visit is crucial, it's important, and it has to be done because of the US and Japan. Hi, Leslie Koo here. Japan, given what it has done so far, we all know it is, I name it as the Asia Commander-in-Chief of the US. The Philippines has joined the club, and together with Australia, US nuclear submarines will be delivered to Australia. As you can see, Japan, Philippines, Australia, it forms a chain, a blockage from North Asia all the way down to the far south. So, and we all know that the objective of this is to contain China. I divided it to two battlefields, the South Sea battlefields and the North Sea battlefields. For the South Sea battlefields, China will have to, I don't think the regional countries will side China and anger the US if there is any aggressions of this Japan, Philippines, Australia alliance, military alliance, or we can call it Asia NATO. Try to make things difficult for China, and I don't think the regional countries will side China and anger the US, at least not openly, but if they will not join the club. So in the South Sea battlefield, China, how should I put it, will not be that difficult for China because in the Hainan Island there, I think the military port has completed, and now with the aircraft carrier as the using as the base. So for the South Sea battlefield, it's not so much of a problem compared to the North Sea battlefield, because in North Sea battlefield we have Japan, whose military might is way more advanced, way more powerful than the Philippines and Australia. So for this part, China needs this alliance. That's why North Korea as well as Russia are there to at least tell Japan, hey, the South China Sea side is only China, but this part of the world, Russia and North Korea, we are here as well. So don't try to make anything funny, and we may not be as, may not be as patient as China if you try to do anything funny. So it's something that kind of fear and the threat for Japan. So that's why Xi Jinping visited North Korea, and to make sure that all this, of course there are many other issues that they talk about, but the military factor, and to at least keep this part of the sea peaceful, or as peaceful as possible. So this is one of the things that I believe China has talked to North Korea Kim to make sure that he is agreeable to that. And of course, Xi Jinping and Putin will have already talked. probably after the recent Trump visit, Putin went to Beijing. I think that time, I believe they have already talked about it, discussed about it, if they have not done so in the past. So, North Sea battlefield is, if anything happens, it's going to be fierce and it's going to be violent. So, China needs Russia and North Korea, because Russia can come down from the north, and North Korea together with China will be to the east of Japan if anything happens. That's why during the visit there has not been any talk or Chinese President Xi Jinping mentioning about the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. There's no word about that. That means, and Xi Jinping knows that Kim wants to have nuclear weapons, nuclear power of submarines, so on and so forth. So, and at this stage, definitely is smart enough not to bring that up, about the nuclear issue in the Korean Peninsula. Of course, he's not going to do that, right? So that's why it is very crucial for China to have the assurance from North Korea and Russia. And I would say that in the coming months, Japan will have more and more movements, more and more actions that relates to the containment of China, of course, from the instructions of the US. And Japan will continue to sell weapons to the regional countries to make sure that if I need your help, at least my weapon system and your weapon system can sync easily if that day comes and if you guys are willing to help. And of course, if you don't, it's fine. I'm just earning money from you by selling you weapons. That's one problem. The other problem is when you are needed and you're willing to help, the two weapon system can sync easily. So these are one of the things that Japan will continue to do, and more global aggressions will come as well. Now the talk is that whether that will lead to an actual confrontations between Japan, a military confrontation between Japan and China with Russia and North Korea. I don't think so. I think the probability, of course, that it is possible, but the probability of that is low, maybe 0 to 25%. Unless it is really, really necessary. I don't think Japan will want to head on against China, not only China, but also North Korea and Russia. So I don't, unless it's really, really necessary, I don't think you want to do that. So, but the kind of the actions, verbal actions will come. We will definitely see more from Japan, more from Philippines. When Australia get its US nuclear power submarines, we'll see more of actions against the China power will come. That is for sure. So I would think that we will see China also, because of this, other than getting alliance, it will continue to advance is military power, upgrade the weapons. I would think that at this stage, if it has planned for this time frame for the upgrades, definitely now it will want to shorten it. The pace, the time taken, or the pace will be faster, the time taken will be shorter. It's not in China's favor to, to stick to the plan. It has to be faster now because enemies are coming. Even though it may not lead to actual confrontation, but the aggressions, the threats are intensifying. So, in general, the North Sea battlefield will be messier, if I can say that. The South Sea battlefield, it will also be not calm, not peaceful, but the intensity of the conflicts will be less on the South Sea battlefield. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.